Now comes the fun part. We're going to cut and paste. So this is the applique part, where we cut out and applique all the different pieces of the boot onto the block to make the cowboy boot blocks. And that's super easy to do and super fun. And basically you just use this stuff called fusible applique paper. And it's soft, there's paper on one side, and then it's a fusible kind of meshy, webby kind of stuff in the middle. And then on this side is glue. And underneath the paper is also glue too. And basically it's just like double-sided tape for fabric. And you just glue it onto the fabric, and then glue the fabric onto another piece of fabric and iron it down, and that glues it down. Dawn at Quilt-A-Bit recommended that I use a brand called Soft Fuse Premium because it's thinner than the brand everybody knows called Steam-A-Seam. But this is a little bit thinner, and because this boot has a lot of layers on it, she said it wouldn't make for such a thick boot when you were done. But anything will work. You'll probably end up buying what's at your quilt shop when you go shopping for it. So here's all you do. You take the pieces, the applique pieces part that you printed out, and you lay the soft fuse over it, and then you just trace around you just trace out all the pieces, but this all moves around and jiggles around, and you can't keep it anywhere. So I have these handy weights that used to fit on the end of dumbbells when I pretended like I was working out a lot, but I never did. So I've dusted them off, and they're perfect for quilting. So it's a little weight to hold down the page. You can just use a soup can or something, just anything to hold these two from moving all around while you're trying to draw. And then you can see right through it, and I found a number 2 pencil. I'm having horror flashbacks of filling in little circles on a test that I didn't do very well in. Anyway, when you get it all done, you'll have the traced pieces, and you'll have all of them traced. It'll look like that. I've been doing stuff before while you were away. So then you just cut out this piece about 1/8 of an inch or so around, just rough cut it out. And I found using the little tiny rotary cutter makes quick work of that, but you could also use a pair of scissors. So you just cut, and there's your little piece, just rough cut around. So once you've got your papers all cut out roughly around the edges, then it's time to glue them onto the fabric. And you want to glue them onto the wrong side of the fabric. Trust me, I know this because it's a good thing my company sends me extra fabric. There's some deleted scenes, they'll be in the blooper reel. Anyway, I wanted to make all the boots look exactly alike. So I wanted the stripe to be exactly in the same place on all of the boot tops. So I marked little marks on my pattern where to place it on the stripe. And so I'm placing this exactly where I want it to go. But you know what? Making all these boots exactly the same is kind of a pain in the butt. And if you go to Heartfelt Quilting in Winter Haven, Florida, she has the entire collection, and the collection is 22 pieces. And it really would be a lot more fun to make it your own and make every boot a different boot. So buy different fabrics for different boots, and then you'd have 6 different boots, and then you wouldn't be fussing like I have been to try and make them look all exactly the same. So anyway, you put the paper down in your fabric, and with this particular interfacing stuff, you just hold it on for 3 seconds, and that glues it down. This is one of those things you really do have to read the directions with whatever brand you're using. Some of them have you put a cloth down, some of them you have to hold it down for like 15 to 20 seconds. So read the directions and follow the directions. But this one's real quick. So you get it glued down, and then you cut it out carefully along the lines, just like when you were a kid and you used to cut out little construction paper or whatever things and make chains for the Christmas tree that looked really awful, but your mom said they looked good. So anyway, I'm going to cut and get all these cut out, and we'll be back for more gluing.